right, well, let's check out the Quest Gaming Lounge. The painters are just finishing up. They did the ceiling today, so they're just tidying up. Nice. So as you can see, how's it going? I'm Scotty. Okay, so we're in the Quest Gaming Lounge. We are in a construction state here where we're just getting ready to frame all the walls. Framers are coming on Monday. It's Friday today. The painters have just finished up. They have painted the ceiling up to a certain point here. This is a black dry fall paint that as you apply it, when it hits the ground, it's already dry. So we don't have to worry about it getting all over the floor. We're just in the process of vacuuming up all the dust. Now, if you look up at the ceiling here, we haven't painted the whole ceiling. We didn't do the back section of the ceiling because all that's going to get T-bar. There's going to be a tall wall that basically goes somewhere around right here. That's going to go right up to the underside of the Q deck, and everything along this area here is going to have a 10-foot ceiling, which is going to be a T-bar, a black T-bar ceiling with our HVAC included in there. If you look up at the ceiling here, we've got all these, well, you might not know what they're called, but they're actually boxes for our lighting. So they come down from the ceiling. It's a hard pipe attached to a box, and each of these is going to get a lamp. So it's basically like a table lamp, but we're going to flip the table lamp upside down with the shade on it, and they're going to hang from each spot at different elevations. And this was a suggestion by Amanda from Elevate Design. She's going to really bring out the characteristics of a gaming room so that when you walk in, you get that wow effect. You see all the games along that wall, you see the lounge over here, all the lamps sitting down. It's going to be really, really cool. If you look over here, we've got all our plumbing stacks. So in this room here, this is going to be our accessible bathroom here. This is going to be our common bathroom. This is going to be a sink for our retail space. They want a sink, coffee maker, popcorn maker, microwave, etc., etc. In the back here, we've got the staff lounge and office space. And again, all this will have a drop ceiling as well. And each one of these silver lines you see right here is our HVAC. This is going to supply heat, fresh air, and air conditioning. So right now they're just stubbed off, and there's going to be a flexible cord that it goes into the drop ceiling. This is a post that holds up the roof. And in order for us to maintain this post, we had to design our space, our hallways, and our rooms around this post. So there's going to be a wall that comes across here, ties into this post. This is going to be hidden within the wall. So later on down the road, you come down here, this will be the hallway. This will be drywalled here, but it'll also be drywalled on the inside as well. Okay, let's take a look at these drawings. So this is the space. It used to be a dental office. So you can see there was multiple sinks and stations here. So we actually had to go cut all the flooring out, get rid of all the plumbing that was in the floor, pour a brand new slab. And if we move along to this drawing right here, this will give exactly an idea of what we're doing here. So there's three main gaming rooms. These are basically 11 by 11, 10 by 11 for each of these rooms. 6 people per table here. And then this one here is 10 by 14 with 8 tables. So the customers that come in can actually rent these rooms out to play games such as Warhammer or D&D, like long-term games, so they're not having it at their house. They rent these spaces. Each of these tables here are smaller tables where people can come in, purchase some coffee and some popcorn and sit down and play a game of Magic the Gathering or a card game or even Snakes and Ladders for all that matters. This is going to be our retail space. So this is a retail counter right here. It's going to have a glass front. So as you walk in, you'll see all the merchandise for sale at the bottom. There'll be the point of sale up top here. This whole wall here and this wall here is going to be shelves with all the gaming boxes on the shelves as a display. This dotted line right here, this represents the travel distance. So if you're a residential home builder, you might not this isn't a requirement for you, but if you're a commercial builder, you have to look at the travel distances. So your travel distances have to add up, and I can't remember what it was. I think, yeah, this one here is 68 feet. So if you're over a certain distance, then you have to have a secondary exit. Because let's say a fire starts here, you need time to travel out to that exit. And then each of those little rooms are going to have exit signs and emergency lighting just in case there's a fire.
Yeah, so the reason we have to use steel stud is on commercial projects, it is all down to combustible. On regular home renovations, nearly everything, apart from when we're doing around a fireplace, for instance, a fireplace that's going in over here. If this was on a house, the lower section would be able to be done out of wood, but then we'd have to go with non-combustible to a certain height, or maybe all the way up. And then normally would tile over that, and again, non-combustible. So there you go. So you go here. So again, as I was saying, non-combustible, but obviously plywood is combustible. So why are we using plywood in the metal wall? Well, this plywood itself is fire rated. This plywood costs an extra dollars, the more than a regular sheet of 3/4, because it's got to be fire rated, and that's why we can then use that in all of our blocking that's got to be done for when we. These are all for a shelf, and yeah, for brackets that go in.
So the paper on the door acts for two different reasons. One, we don't want people looking in to see what's in there. During the construction, we want to keep it more private. There might be some tools in there, people working in there, so we want to keep that separated. But we also want to display who we're working with, Elevate Design, Amanda from Elevate Design. People walk down here and they go, well, who's building this? Well, Ogden Contracting. So let's go online and see who Ogden Contracting is. And you can go online and you can probably get updated as to what's happening on this project.
something.
Hi, I'm saying something.
All the way up because